You're listening to the Gettin Salty Experience podcast.
And we are back.
High energy, baby.
Back. High energy, Pete.
Bring it
High
up.
energy. Welcome
I'm
back
very high energy.
to the show, the only show that brings you the Firehouse kitchen table. That very table that holds the weight of a million stories, the Firehouse kitchen table. Welcome back. We bring it to you. Just us, nobody else. The guys who get Vinny done twice, self-proclaimed best podcast in the stratosphere, in the whole world, anywhere you go. Yep, that's what I got to say.
And we rep the
check out the fishing, bro. We sponsored a fishing tournament.
I can't take this when Bobby hit him already with the nipples are sticking out of his shirt already. So is it cold over there? I don't know what's going on.
No, it's not cold here, bro. I turn the heat on in my house. Are you kidding me, bro?
Oh, wow.
I have nipples, Scoops.
I got nickel. Yeah.
Can you miss me?
Did they wear this shirt when they went fishing on the tournament? They did.
We did.
Sweet. Nice. And they also had a picture of the boat. Didn't you have a picture of the boat somewhere?
We did. We were going to do that on the shout out time, but do we want to do that now?
No, we don't have to. We'll show it at the end.
We'll shout it out.
I'm already preloaded for other things.
I'm excited. I am really excited about the guy tonight. We always have a lot of salty guys, older guys. We got a young, hard charger on tonight.
Young and salty.
Young buck.
Young buck, salty as they come. I've been trying to wrangle this guy. I like that word, wrangle. I've been trying to wrangle him for a while now, but we got him. I saw him, put him on the spot at Indy, and that was it. He fell for my charms. He was done.
He's awesome, dude. He's got some great picks, and he's got some good stories, man. I can't wait to get him in here, man. He's fucking awesome.
I got a quick story. Want a quick story? So you know when you're on Facebook, and it says people you may know.
Yes.
So there's a girl I haven't seen since high school, right? I think I was a couple of years older. We went out for about a month. That was it. She pops up, my friend, going back and forth. So she says she has a doggy, where they babysit dogs. They watch dogs. I said, that's great. We have 3 dogs, and you can never find somebody to watch the damn dogs, right? So now she's got this business. Great. I reach out to her. I said, where are you from? She says, Oceanside. I said, great.
No way.
I'm from Long Beach. Dynamite. She looks so happy. Her husband looks cool as shit. She's got kids. Looks great. She said the same thing to me. But you look so happy. What are you doing now? So she says, I'm retired from I was a teacher for 26 years. Now I do this doggy daycare. I'm a fireman and retired. I got a podcast. She goes, send me the link. I'll check it out. I just pick any link and I send it to her. And she sends this back to me. She's like, you lost your ball bag? You lost your ball bag. I sent to them over the kangaroo ball bag. That's what your show's about? You lost your ball bag? I'm like, nah, you're 5 minutes crazy. So she said, I hope you get as popular as Joe Rogan. I says, we already are, self-proclaimed best podcast.
You can walk your own dog to your son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Was she hot? Was she hot then?
Yeah. Did you stalk her pictures?
When you were stalking.
I don't stalk. I'm a happily married man. I love that AJ, bro. Nope. Didn't stalk. She looks good. She looks really good. Yeah.
Nice.
Did I date her?
No. I know you had a habit of taking my sloppy seconds, but no.
Or
vice versa. We both did that.
My word.
It was the 80s.
You know what? And you know what? That really absolutely disgusts my wife. She's like, you guys dated the same girl? I'm like, yeah, multiple times.
Well, in the words of
he
married my cousin. I dated his sister. I mean,
right.
What it was. It was the 80s.
The 80s, anything. It was all on. Like
in the great words of Snoop Dogg, it ain't no fun unless your homies can have some.
Snoopy.
Really? Huh. Yeah,
there
so we shared. Me and Rookie shared. We drank from the same well occasionally.
What's roofie taste like?
Look at Petey. All right, we should sign off right now. We've never beaten that one.
Oh, you know what we're signing off? No, that's just top of his game. He's
smart. I'm like everybody says.
Smart, Mikey. You're not like a man.
Rookie, I'm smart.
Oh my God! Do we want to get to our sponsor and so we can get to our great guests?
Yeah, because tonight we got a special sponsor just for the show, just for our very special guest.
Yes.
So Pete's gonna roll with it, bro. Do it.
All right, so we'll go music free. You know what, guys? Our sponsor for tonight is Ragtop Industries. Okay, Ragtop Industries has been in business since 2010 and a full-service fire helmet restoration shop, servicing all makes and models of fire helmets, specializing in leather restoration and repairs. Look at this one right here. Dude, you got to really respect the work and the craftsmanship the guy is pulling off. I just grabbed a few shots from his website. They encompass a 3,000 square foot shop in New Haven, Connecticut, with a walk-in retail store showcasing our custom apparel line, fire equipment sales, antiques, and collectibles. Ragtop is your one-stop shop for all things fire helmets. So very, very cool. Actually, I was told also they have new fire helmets as well. So not only can you restore your old ones to something like this, beautiful helmet restoration right here. It's gorgeous. You can also buy a brand new one. So guys, please check them out. Ragtopfire.com.
Pete, his name's Pete too, I believe.
Yes, his name is Pete.
Big Petey and little Petey.
And he's got the beats right down the block over there. The beats.
That's right. And you're going to find them at ragtopfire.com. That's ragtop, R-A-G, topfire.com.
Right. Yep. Not to be confused with my brother, Rugtop. That's Ragtop Fire.
Ragtop
Fire. Hit him up.
The rug. Oh, my God.
You would have loved the rug. My mother's like, she's watching out. Don't make fun of your brother like that.
The rug. I wish I could have met him, man.
Give him the whole spiel. Give him the once over. Give him the super chat. Give it all to him.
Oh, right. Well, guys, also, you know how we do up in here. You guys can actually shop some of our apparel at gettinsaltyapparel.com, where you will find the coolest, freshest firefighter apparel and accessories in the game. You want a partner saw cigar cutter? You'll find it there. We got mugs, we got cups, we got shot glasses, we got what do we got? What else do we got? We got a couple new items coming out, right?
Yeah, new shirt coming out. Whether you work, follow the smoke.
We
may have it by Harrisburg. If not, we'll definitely have it by Syracuse.
Awesome. And guys, if you're watching the show, bottom right hand of the chat, there's a little $sign there. That's a super chat. If you guys, want to throw us a few shekels, that's great, because you guys are our number one sponsors, and we do appreciate anything you can and anything you do. Thank you guys all so much. That's it.
Great. Let's get this hard charging mofo in
here. He's like probably the youngest guy we've had on the show. So
maybe
he probably went to 3 jobs while he's been in the back room.
He was.
Let me build him up. Let me introduce him like we're doing the dating game. His name is Bobby. He enjoys going to fires and drinking himself silly. He also owns the fire company. The fire training company. Let's all welcome him in here tonight. Bobby Eckert. Yeah.
What up, brother?
Thank you for having me.
Shalom.
I could smell the smoke already. I smell it.
I smell it on him, bro.
I
actually love. I love the sideburns, bro. The pork chop.
Thanks, man.
Retro 70s or something.
Looks like our guy.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of did it and stuck with it.
Right, and you'll see later on, bro. Bobby also, he's tatted up and he married up. Good job, Bobby. Yeah, bro. Excellent. We all did.
Nice.
It's nice.
So nice.
Before we get into that, Pete, we got to get patriotic. You can act like a man.
We do have to get patriotic. That is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, before Susie loses her razors in the chat, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dynamite. Patriotic. Do it.
They're already shooting questions, and I don't know if this is a ball-busting question or not.
Wait a minute. We got to do the word of the day, bro.
All right. We got to ask this one, though.
Bobby,
Probably, maybe we can even start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The word of the day. Thanks, Coops. Is coffee special.
Whoa!
What is that? I don't even know what the hell that is.
I don't know. Somebody was telling me that you have like a what do we have? That brings the water and the coffee at the job.
Somebody did their homework. Yeah, that's old school. The gentleman that does it has passed on. I actually dated his granddaughter. Yeah, we used to have a volunteer fireman's canteen that would come into the city, and William Tucker Sr. was his name, Pop Tucker. Pop Tucker would give you a coffee and put some blackberry brandy in it when it was.
Nice. So that's how you ordered the coffee. Give me the coffee special.
Yeah, give me the special. Yeah, you get the special coffee. Yeah.
God
Wow,
bless
that's
his
awesome.
soul. Amen. Yeah, we
Yeah.
like to research our guests well.
Oh,
Do it.
That's deep. That is deep.
Pete, you know what? Before I go back to his early beginnings, you know, because he's so young, we're not going that far. Why don't you ask him that question? That was from the chat.
Sure. The chat was, I don't
Shoot
know
it.
if this is a joke or not. It's from Mike Greco, and he's asking what the best fire boat is and why.
He's saying boot, and it's Pro Warrington's.
Fire boot. Ah.
Pro Warrington's because the pros wear them. That's actually his quote. That's his quote.
Does he work for you?
That's a
Yeah,
shame.
he's one of my
Fire
guys.
boot. Yes, fire boot. My
See,
bad.
he works
my
for
bad.
him. All right, dock his pay next time. Bro.
Boat,
Some of my gun-
boat.
Yeah, boat. Yeah,
Probably drinking
Whatever.
Heineken.
yeah.
Boot, whatever. I was writing quickly.
Yeah, pizza, yeah, fire, hire. I don't know. Whatever.
Some of my bitch, you dirty bitch.
All right, let's go back to the early. Let's go back to a young early Bobby Eckert. We have some young pictures of him. So it seems his father was a fireman, but goes way back. He's got some buff pictures, toddler buff pictures, Pete. Throw them up there, kid. Look at that guy on the left there, bro.
Yeah, that's my dad. My dad was the career. Well, my dad was a career fireman in the town I grew up in Collingswood. He became fire chief probably when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and my dad's thing was always to train firemen. He had a knack for it, and every chance I get, I just wanted to watch him, and I did, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot of stuff that I use today that I learned from my father. And I looked up to him. He was my hero, and I idolized him. I still do to this day.
Awesome. That's great.
So you
bro.
were in it from the get-go.
Yeah, look, he's got the boots, the turn.
Yeah,
helmet, bro.
Yeah, it's my mom. My mom always made sure I had the right gear, and yeah, man. I it's funny. As a kid, I thought everybody's dad was a fireman. I had no idea. I just.
You just thought everybody's dad was a fireman.
Yeah, I had no idea, man. It's literally the only life I know. I don't really know anything else.
Oh, look, you got the pull-up boots there, bro.
Yeah,
you ain't
dude,
messing around.
I got the ball cap 5A on. Yeah, man. That was
Who's that next to you there?
That's my friend Andy Staz. He passed away of cancer at 23 years old, but him and I would play fireman. But we didn't. It wasn't just like playing fireman as a kid. Like my dad would do like SCBA drills with his forcible entry. Yeah,
Start him young, baby.
Your mother be yelling out, "Bobby, stop breaking the windows again! Will you, for Christ's sake!"
Yeah,
Mom, I gotta take the glass, Mom.
Mom, we're taking the glass.
like for people's 7th birthday to get like a bike. I got a Halligan bar.
Come on.
Swear to God, I still carry it to this day. Yeah.
And here's your dad.
Ah, look at that
Yeah,
picture, bro.
Yeah.
And I got an old school salty photo with him
Wait a
here
minute,
too.
he's got.
Go
No,
ahead.
you know what I love? What he's got more stripes than Admiral Kirk over there. I don't know what he's talking about. Bro. Holy,
Yeah, man. He's been on pension for 26 years. That's one more
Good.
year. There's any arsenic in your check.
Good.
Wow.
Keep living. Yeah.
Yeah.
how many years did he do, Bobby?
He did 33 in the system because funny story, the lady who was in charge of finance actually took 3 years of her contributions, him and another guy, and put them in her pocket. And he had to do 3 extra years to make up the time.
Oh, that was nice, huh?
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you so much. Yeah. Wow. What's his name?
Bob
Bob Senior?
No, we got different middle names.
Oh, all right. Now here he is with a cigarette hanging on. Is that? Oh no, I thought that was a cigarette.
Or, but I mean, it would be a cigarette. He smoked back in the day.
Did he?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's parents smoked back in the day, right? Yeah. There
In
he
the
is.
house, no less, right? Like. Wow.
Yep.
No, that's it. That's him run the fire, and he's to this day still really respected by the guys that he was able to bring up in the job.
His jacket burned off him.
Yeah,
So he started as a fireman. He went all the way to chief. Was he chief?
he did. He
As a
did.
fireman?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So you started out actually. Let's go back to '96. You were a fire explorer in Collingswood, New Jersey. That's where he was a fireman, right?
Yep. That's where he was a
Okay,
fireman.
so they have a partially paid. They have a
the combination fire department. Yep.
combination fire department. So your dad was on the paid. Oh, look at that guy, bro.
Wow, that's a young buck, man.
He reminds you of
can
somebody though.
You know what? He reminds
Looks
me
like
of
his
somebody
son a
here,
little bit.
Pete. Pete, who does he look like? That
I don't know. I'm trying to.
go back. Wait. Yeah.
No. Some of my bitch, dirty bitch.
They're the best.
They
Now,
made
can
you
you
do
mark
it.
the car
So
and
you-
that? Look, I don't even know what the hat has anything to do with the ensemble. I have no idea.
It looks good though, bro. I
Yeah,
like
you
it.
look like you were like a cop, a young cop on the beat or
Yeah,
something.
I got a pen. I don't know what I was doing with the pen.
Yeah.
The pen
Right,
in the-
no.
When you got
Writing
the pen in
people
a
up,
little
I don't know.
spot, nobody puts the pen in there anymore, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking.
Here's one more,
love
just
it.
because we talked about him, one more salty one of your old man right here.
Oh, look at that guy, bro.
Oh, he's a young buck there, man.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
What does he have? Like eye protection up there?
Yeah, they're probably from his military days. He's probably had his goggles on. Yeah, I mean they did everything at like they were like a one-stop shop. They did a lot of rescue stuff and stuff like that. So I'm sure it was eye protection.
Wow.
Well, you
cool,
said your old
bro.
man was in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, he was in the army. Yep. Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He actually taught field artillery at West Point. He was a field
Wow.
instructor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him. Is he watching
Yeah.
tonight?
I hope he is. They know about it.
Oh, man. Kudos
Yeah.
to him. Thanks, Pop.
So
Nice.
you had a good
Wow.
oak. There's no doubt you had a good oak tree there.
Oh,
kid.
hell yeah, man.
I was
Yeah.
just up at West Point. It was absolutely one of the most incredible days.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's a beautiful area.
Yeah, I've been there a bunch, but I did a shoot in there, and
Mm.
it was just very, very cool. Very cool place.
When you're an explorer, right? What is it actually? What do you can't go into fires, right? You just
Yeah, so it was originally run from the Boy Scout program. It's like kind of like a thing to keep you off the streets, out of trouble. You got to like maintain a C average. That was actually the only reason I got a C was because of that. Yeah, I mean, you go to the firehouse and they kind of like it's kind of like a trade off to teach you a trade to be a firefighter, and like you change cylinders and like clean tools and like it's
you
really,
didn't care. You had your hands on.
No, I
something
didn't give
had to do with fire, right?
I didn't give it. Yeah, you would go to the fire and watch. Like, there's many times as a fire sport, like I would sleep at the firehouse, would hang out at the firehouse. Like, girls would be like, "Hey, you want to go to this party?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to the firehouse." Why would I go there? Like, I don't hang with you. You're not on
Saturday night
fire.
in the firehouse, brother.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's. I'm sure so many people have the same story. But the firehouse can bite you at a young age, and it definitely bit me.
Yeah, no doubt, brother.
But you don't do
Well,
any firefighting.
How big is the department in Collingswood?
Right now, I believe they don't have any active volunteer firefighters, just because the town is, it kind of changed money. Like it's more up in their town. It was blue collar when I was growing up.
Yeah.
It's more rich here now. They probably have, I think they have 17 or 18 career firefighters. Yeah, and they run the ambulance also.
Yeah,
so they-
like where I live in Long Beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where you live now?
No, I live in Belmar, which is a couple towns over.
Oh, wasn't it a club in Belmar all the time?
That's
Club?
Central Jersey, Belmar. I live in like white trash Belmar.
Oh, good
Oh.
for you. Good. All right.
You don't have to explain to nobody.
Yeah. Is that a double wide that you're in right there?
Yeah.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Ah!
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, that's just the cops rolling up down the block.
Pop, pop, pop. Oh, look at it.
Oh my god.
All right, so then you go from explorer, bro, to active volunteer. So you actually can ride on the rig, right? And taking jobs?
Yeah,
JOBs?
did that in high school. We went through Fire 1 in high school. That was like the big deal. Turned 18 in January, went right to fire school, did the Firefighter 1 program. At the time, I thought it was like the greatest thing in the world. And then, I did that right out of high school, work for Public Works. You work for Public Works out of high school because you can leave Public Works and go to fire calls. Like if it's
Oh,
fire, you can go. That's the
nice.
draw of working at Public Works.
Good job.
Did
Gotcha.
that.
How did they work with because your father was paid, right? Would you run in with him?
So there's the paid crews on 24/7. If you can make their truck, you can make their truck, but they're out the door. They don't wait. And then you would come and at the time they had an engine and a ladder, so you would take the engine or the ladder and go.
So did you catch any jobs with him?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, we
yeah, it was- they're-
off if they were there first, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They would have a knockdown usually by the time you got there. It wasn't really much to do unless it was going really good. But yeah, I mean, it's for a 2.2 square mile town where it is geographically, it's a busy little town. It really is. And
2.2 miles
there,
Oh,
and it's
whoa! Look at that guy.
yeah, it's when I was I got hired. They took over the ambulance in 2002. I was 19, and I was able to get hired as like a firefighter EMT, and we cross-staffed the ambulance a lot. and that's when I worked there in Collingswood.
So in 2002, you actually became a paid member.
Yeah, right there. Yep. So that's
How did that happen? Maybe Pops helped you out a little bit with
Yeah,
that.
there's no doubt. There's no doubt about it. I have 1,000%. I got that job because my father.
Did he say be a man at all, Pete? Did he say that?
Did he go?
You can act like a man.
No.
No.
Are these guys all still on the job? These guys?
No. So the guy, if you look at the photo to the right, Bob Fox, he retired as a captain about 3 years ago. The guy next to him, John Fleming, actually works at Ladder 24 in West Philly. Me, I'm in Camden, and the guy to my left is my friend Andy, who passed away in 2006 of cancer.
Oh, what a shame!
That was the kid. So you guys were kids
Thick as
together, and then you
thieves.
were working
Oh
together.
yeah, since the playpen, man. We always wanted to be
Wow.
firemen. Actually, he wanted to be a cop too. He got weird towards the end there. I don't know. In his like right out of high school, because his dad was a cop, he wanted to be a cop too. He couldn't decide. It was,
Right.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. How'd that hit you hard, bro? I mean, it had to hit you hard. That would be. Like,
Yeah, it destroyed me. I mean, I was 23. I didn't deal with it for years to come, and it messed up a lot of things in my life personally because I didn't deal with it. Stigma, mental health. I should have right away, but I didn't. Great guy.
Yeah,
shame,
man.
What kind of cancer did he have? If you don't mind?
He had osteosarcoma in the ball joint of his hip. We actually rode our motorcycles to Elmira, New York, and the whole time there, he was saying his leg hurts, and we were telling him not to be a pussy.
Well, as brothers do.
Yeah, that's what we do. And he came back, got a scan. It was like July, August, and he was dead in April.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
It rocked him.
Wow, man.
That's crazy, man. Oh, God.
I got my
Sorry
next
to hear
in my pocket there too. That's
Nextel. Oh my God.
Wow.
And you have, how's it feel like? Because I know it's weird for me when I look back at photos of me with no tattoos, and now you're heavily inked up. Like, is it weird when you see yourself so young with nothing on you like that?
It's Pete. It's weird to see myself with a Nextel.
Right.
I look at pictures and I'm like, "Ah."
Wasn't that the one that went?
Yeah.
Sure.
You didn't have a Nextel, you weren't in, man. And then when somebody Nextel, you said "get ahead," like you didn't say hi. You
Yeah.
said "get ahead."
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
my
weird
God.
when I see pictures of me with hair. I'm like, who's that guy over there, bro?
Wait,
So the guy on your
let's
left,
see
that
the
guy,
Nextel. There it
he
is.
goes. You said he's in West Philly and he's rocking it down there, right, bro?
Yeah, my buddy John Fleming. He actually works for my fire training company. Also, he crushes fires, man, and he's a fantastic fireman. I met him in second grade when he got kicked out of Catholic school. He sat next to me, and he became a fire explorer with us. And he's one of them dudes that's like a naturally talented firefighter. He's really good.
Got a nose for the fire, bro. Always in the right place, right?
Yeah, man. He knows what he's doing.
So
Yeah,
it's a
man.
good little town to like. Obviously, if you wanted a stepping stone to go on, it seems like everybody is moving.
Yeah. They're squared away, and it's a good place to get training. And a lot of guys have left there and going on to other places.
Yeah, you know what interests me even more? How you got kicked out of Catholic school, bro. I got to hear that story. Give me
No,
that
not me. Him. It wasn't me. It was him.
Oh,
Hold on,
God damn.
I'm
Sorry.
having a weird
Sorry,
issue with my-
Public school all the way.
I'm gonna pull that picture. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm
What, of
having,
him getting
I have
kicked
to-
out of Catholic school?
No. I'm just having a weird issue where the mouse doesn't want to do its thing. It doesn't want to mouse. So
What? The
yeah,
mouse doesn't want a mouse?
mouse doesn't. There it is. Now good thing I bought this.
Ah, you got
see,
a
that's
wired
what a
mouse.
producer does. That's what
Backups,
a
baby,
producer does.
backups.
You see him? Dude, he's like a cat. He's like, do you see him on his feet, bro?
I was going to say
Producing.
Il Gatto.
Oh, El
Yeah,
Gato.
got them.
Gato.
Yes, very nice.
All right, bro. So you're on there you do 4 years over there. So what makes you decide that you want to go to Camden to the Jihad and fight fires?
I kind of always wanted to be a city firefighter. I realized like right away when I got hired in Collingswood, it wasn't for me. Kind of like my dad's shadow, and it wasn't my jam. So I started testing. I kind of always wanted to work in Camden since I've been a kid. My mom used to work for the sheriff's department, and Camden's the county seat. And when I used to go there, I would see like their rigs, and they were slime green, like your guys were back in the day. And I always thought that was like really cool. And I grew up like listening to them burn. I knew they went through a lot of fires. So I got an address early on, really early on, like 18. and took the test. And we moved in there, me and my best friend Andy and another friend of ours, and then we moved on to another house, and it was kind of like a party house. And I just took the test and got hired. I got hired at a bunch of places. I actually got hired at your place, a bunch of places in like the same 2-week span. I had to make a choice, and I chose Camden. And,
so he turns. He's like this. Nah, FDNY. We don't need that. No, get out of here. We don't need that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Aren't you the guy also? Aren't you telling what's his name from New Jersey Fire Equipment, Jimmy?
Jimmy's the man.
Yeah, but you keep telling his son, you don't want to go to the FDNY. You want to go to Newark, right? Is it Newark?
No. I tell him to go to Englewood instead of Newark.
Oh, you do? Or Jersey City? Not Jersey City? No?
Nah, not Jersey City. No. Not nothing against Jersey City guys. Sorry.
Why is Englewood hitting it too?
They're busy, and they only have like 9 guys. And 10 guys on a shift, so it's John Wayne time all the time. I think it's really
John.
cool.
Dude, that sounds like a shirt. It's John Wayne time, bro.
It's John Wayne time all the time. And,
what do we got to give you for that? We got to give you some royalties on that one, bro.
Just give me a bottle of whiskey. We call it that.
Nice.
No, it's
I like his style.
Well, talk to me about Camden a little. I researched Camden, and what guys don't know is that it is one of the oldest paid departments in the country. Like
it is 1869.
69. I said 96. 1869, bro. Right?
1869. Yeah, it's actually the first fully motorized fire department in the country. That we went from horse to motor in a overnight, like one day. It was like Sunday was horses, Monday everybody from the chief on down is motorized.
And what year was that roughly?
God, I don't know, and I'm
got to be early teens or the 20s, right?
Yeah, it was early. I want to say it was either 10, 11, or 12, and I'm kicking myself in the ass for not knowing because I should know this because I'm a massive buff. But
stump the buff.
They went from you got me. They went from horse to motor in one day, and it's like a lot of smaller urban cities. It was a city of volunteer firehouses, a lot of volunteer firehouses back in the day, and then they all morphed into career fire service after the Civil War, and Camden just grew. Camden was so self-sufficient during the Great Depression. The city actually refinanced the city hall. Took a note out of City Hall to get money to pay its workers. Like, they didn't ask for any federal aid. Like, it was such a bustling place back in the turn of the century. On through World War II, and in like a lot of urban cities, you had people move to the suburbs, and you had the economic decay of those cities, and up comes the fire duty.
So how big is that department? Like, what did it say? 200, 800? I don't know where I wrote it.
No. We're a little over 200.
200, right?
Yeah, we're small. We're a small job, and we're getting ready to hire some more. We got a lot of retirements coming up, so we have 6 engines and 3 ladders, and then we cross staff and rescue with 2 chiefs. It wasn't always like that when I got on. We had 7 engines, 3 ladders, rescue, 3 chiefs on a platoon. But in 2011, when that scumbag Chris Christie decimated public safety in the state of New Jersey, he took away so much from so many people. It's a cool place to be a firefighter because I personally feel I have every type of building instruction imaginable. Even from the new stuff, from the hybrid building instruction that's going up to the lightweight wood frames, from row houses that were built in literally pre-Civil War to big frames that were built pre-Civil War, and everything in between. The infrastructure, high-rise buildings, I mean, you name it, we got it. And there's some industry there. It's a port city. It's only 9.9 square miles by land, 14 square miles with water. And there's a lot going on. It's a very bustling city. During the daytime, it's the county seat. There's Campbell Soup's there, Subaru's there, American Water, which services a lot of places throughout the country. You have Rutgers University, Rowan University, Cooper Hospital. I mean, during the daytime, our population is close to 200,000 easily. So at nighttime it drops to maybe 100,000 on paper. I'm interested to see what the new census comes out with. But you also have the transient population of you have a lot of homeless people. The open air drug markets, prostitution, things like that.
So you said about 9 square miles of land, right? So if you get on a report of a structural fire, let's say a false alarm, what's rolling in on that? How many?
3 engines, 2 ladders, and a chief.
Okay, so on a report of a fire, what do you get? Do you get the squad? Because you have a squad there, right?
Yeah, squad is geographical. So there are boxes in the city the squad won't go to. Not many. There's not many. There's probably two or 3 boxes geographically that they're not going to be due on, and they're going to be left in the city. But the squad's busy because of real estate, because of where it's located at. It's
in the middle of everything.
Oh yeah, it's right there. It's a great firehouse. It's a single firehouse at the end of a row, and you make a left, you can go. It's on an artery, so you make a left, you're going this way. You make a right, you're going that way, and you have options. So that's why it's good. So yeah. So no matter what, I get 3 engines, and on a box, the squad counts as an engine. Now on third due, or if they're like first doing a second alarm, because they're the squad and they have training and tools, the chief has utilized them maybe as a truck or whatever.
Right. So you have a rescue, you said too. How do they?
They cross staff. Before they were fully staffed, they cross staff. So ladder 2 is rescue 1. So if it's a fire, they're ladder 2. If it's a rescue run, so motor vehicle accident with entrapment, elevator rescue, gas leak, anything technical rescue, they roll the rescue. But because of our economic troubles in the city, fire apparatus can be scarce for us. So right now the rescue is running as the rescue, and they're citywide on every box alarm because we have a ladder truck down and we don't have any spare ladders. So we had to take ladder 2 and put it in a frontline piece, if that makes sense to you.
So now they're rolling on every.
Yeah, rolling on every.
But before that, when you were in the squad, they wouldn't roll on fires. It would just be the squad, right?
No. They cross staff when I was at the squad. So basically, what the squad does, like say there's a trench rescue in the city, the rescue will go and the squad will go, and they'll team up and work together to effect the technical rescue, get the cut station out, all that stuff. So they train together. Actually, every Thursday there's technical rescue training for the 4 platoons to make sure that they're meeting those disciplines, which is really good.
So I'm a little confused. So when does the rescue turn out at a fire?
Never. The ladder 2 goes because they cross.
Right, that's what I said. So So I said at a fire, it's the squad going to a fire. Not the rescue. Right.
Yes, but they act as an engine.
Unless the chief needs them as a truck.
Unless the chief needs them, the chief can be discretionary, but if they're first or second due, they're an engine.
Right.
How many guys are on the job? Like total? What's the manpower like total?
I think you said 200, right?
Yes, we got. Yeah, there's four per rig, no matter what company,
including an officer and a chauffeur.
Officer, chauffeur, and 2 firefighters per rig, every company.
In the ladder companies too.
In the ladder companies as well. Yep.
Okay, I got you. All right. So when you first get on, I think we got some pictures of him in. You don't call it probie school. You call it what? Recruit class.
Recruit training. Yeah.
Right, Pete. I think we got a couple of those pictures
of
a young Bobby Eckert. Oh, there they go. Look at that.
Where were you in this one?
Middle row, all the way to the right.
Middle row, all the way to the right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Wow. What are you on a diet then? What are you doing there, bro? You look mighty thin there. What are you doing?
Oh, you're working out. It's recruit class. You're like doing PT.
The guy's fit as a fiddle.
Yeah.
Fit as a fiddle.
Getting yelled at. Hold on yours.
Yeah. So that would be 2008, correct?
2006.
Oh, it does say 2006. Right. Okay. Now you did a year rotation. Talk about the year rotation. You went to.
I went to Engine 1 right out of the gate. And Engine 1's discipline at that time was not only engine company, but they had it still is that they had the fireboat. So you run the fireboat on the Delaware River as well as the engine company. So there's like a fireboat run. You drive the boat or drive the engine down there and stay up the fireboat. I did that for the summer, which was actually pretty cool. I got to meet Tom Petty, I got to meet Mary J. Blige because we got the concert center down there.
Right.
I got to meet like a lot of cool celebrities. Tom Petty was so cool, so
Really?
cool. Oh my god, so nice. He couldn't. He was a really nice guy. He just couldn't, like, he was like very thankful and hugging us and stuff. So I did that for 4 months, and then I went to Ladder 2, which at the time was just Ladder 2. They didn't cross staff the rescue company.
Right.
They were actually a different firehouse. Deputy Chief Flax, who's the Deputy Chief of Administration, he was my captain then at Ladder 2. I was there for 4 months, and then I went to Engine 9 for 4 months, and I ended up staying there for 4.5 years.
Right. Wow. So a lot of people don't know that the FDNY used to do the same thing. Engine companies would staff the boats. It would be usually engine companies close to the water. For boat run come in, they would take the rig, go down to the boats, and the marine company would launch from there. So I only found that out recently. I like that, Ruffy.
Yeah, it still happens today. I mean, I was the captain Engine 1 for about 5 years, and we had a lot of boat runs in the summertime.
Not boot runs, boat runs.
So, Bob, just get my geography. That's right across the river from
Philly.
Philadelphia?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yep. So if you ever been to Philly, we share the Ben Franklin Bridge. We're directly across the river from each other, and we don't work with each other really at all, unless we go like mid-span on the Ben Franklin Bridge for a car fire or like an accident. And even then, we can't talk to each other, and it's usually awkward.
Yeah. Well, I will say I've been to Camden, and it is it's sketchy, to say the least.
Well, I was just going to bring that up, Pete. Funny you should say that. I tried to research as much as I could about Camden, and usually in the last 20 years, they're always in the top 10 in crime in Jersey, or sometimes I think in a couple of years they were top in crime, murder capital in the country.
It was the murder capital of the world. It was one of the main forces for them. They actually dismantled the police department and went to this county-wide police system that they use currently. I'll say this about Camden: first off, I would never want to work anywhere else in the world for a lot of reasons, and one of them is the people that I protect when I'm there. They're great people. It's a very blue-collar city. Very hardworking, blue-collar city, and are some people down on their luck? There really are, but I think there's something to be said about that because you learn to live a little differently, and when you're working in places where people learn to live differently, you learn to fight fire and be a firefighter differently than maybe you would be someplace else. But the downtown's being redeveloped and they're doing a lot of good things, but there's still crime, there's still drugs, and I don't think that'll ever come out of the city. But there are some really hardworking people there, and a lot of them I work with in the fire department because you got to be a city resident to get on the job.
I got to ask though, you said that it makes you a bit of a different firefighter. I immediately imagine that, like, maybe if someone's belongings are burning down, you have a different impetus to get you into the building, get the fire out. Is that one of the ways, or how
Sure.
do you
I mean, I've been to a carbon monoxide detector run and gone into a house with stacks of money and AK-47s all over the place, and 2 kids playing PlayStation, and a dad with his carbon monoxide detector going off.
That's a little different, yeah.
So at that point, I'm a dad, he's a dad, and he's trying to do the right thing, and I'm going to do the right thing.
Right.
How he makes his money is none of my business.
Right. Yeah. Though at Camden, do they offer the coffee special by any chance?
Okay.
You can act like a man.
You can act like a man, Pete, and hit that button, will you? What are you doing?
Hey, Bobby, how
Almost
what's
forgot.
the buildings like? Is it still a lot of vacants there, or is it more occupied now? Is it getting more gentrified?
It's a mix of both. The city has done a very good job. Of knocking down vacant buildings, and they took away a lot of our work in the last 5, 6, 7 years. But they had to. There was a reason for it. A lot of them are collapsed. There's still some dilapidated buildings. They're still vacant. I use the term vacant very loosely because I've seen more human beings pulled from vacant buildings and I have occupied buildings in my entire life, just from working in that city. So, wintertime, summertime, it's raining, the transient population, they cling to these buildings for life. And, I was on a fire about a year and a half ago where the companies had to cut themselves. We had to cut into the building. We had to cut saw into the building, saw boards off front and rear. And we were up on the second floor and we hit the back bedroom, hit the bed, and boom, we found somebody sleeping there, and she was alive. So, there's we do not treat vacant buildings vacant until they are primary searched, and I urge the rest of the American Fire Service to do the same.
Right. Pull up a couple of young pictures, early pictures of Bobby, and I think we had engine 1. I think we had.
Are we looking for engine 9 or engine 1?
Engine 9 would be young.
Oh, 9 and ladder 1.
I had this one queued up, ready to go here.
Yeah, that's young me. So 9's my first Capt, and I can tell you a really funny story. It's actually his favorite story to tell. I used to
on the right there, Bob. Is that him on the right?
Yeah, he's got the blue shirt on. He's right next to me. So I wanted to go to fires, and I would light a candle and to the fire gods in my room.
We did the same thing.
I'm laughing.
I just wanted to go to fires as much as possible. And for whatever reason, when I was at 9s, when I got an engine 9, I just fell into like this dry spell, and I was like the whitest cloud in the world. I was like Mr. Fire Prevention, and like nothing was going my way. So we finally start getting a couple. We got like 1 or 2, like a bedroom fire here or there, and we get a really good one. So we're going, and it's a middle of the row, and first floor is rocking. There's an engine already taking the first floor, so we're gonna take the second floor. So second floor is going too. So the first engine knocked down the stairwell. So I'm going up the steps, and my foot plunges through the steps, and my bunker pants and my regular pants come up above my knee, but I don't know it. I have no idea. And I get to the top of the stairs. The place is rocking, and I put my knee down on the floor, and I'm screaming that it's hot. My captain got in my ear, and he's like, "You fucking pussy. Because you wanted to go to fires and you're screaming it's hot." And I'm like, "Yo, my leg is hot." And he's like, he thought an ember fell down my boot, and he's yelling at me even harder. And I'm like, "Dude, charge the line. I'm like, squirt. I go to put the first line on my knee, and that's his favorite story to tell.
You get what you get, right? That's it. You wanted the fire.
Yeah.
What do we have? We had like a gargoyle, or something, right?
We used to put the candle on the gargoyle.
Yeah, on the gargoyle.
You touched it. Oh, you put it on his head so it melted down.
Yeah. We stole it from the Wicked Monk in Brooklyn, the bar.
Yeah. What else? We got pictures of him from ladder 1, Petey?
Oh, we got a lot of pictures. I mean, we still have
rolling.
We still got more E9 over here.
Yeah, nines was the rescue guys in my group used to run past me and tap me on the shoulder, because I the thing at 9s was I drove to a lot of fires. I was a driver operator there. We don't have like you guys. You don't go to chauffeur school. We don't have that. You guys go to chauffeur school. We don't. Like your captain gives you the blessing to be a chauffeur. And my captain Larry, he was basically like, he's like, "You just drive until I tell you, you're not going to drive anymore." And I was like, "Okay." And that was like a year later. Yeah, it was like a year and a half. And then I'd be like, "Yo, Cap, anyway, I can like get off the the wheel today?" And he's like, "Nah, you'll thank me one day, kid, when you're a captain." And he's right. There was a method to his madness. I'll give it to him.
Is he still on the job?
Guy all the way to the far left, standing next to Larry, captain. Well, he's a firefighter there, Chris Barrientos. His son's in the recruit class that I'm teaching.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is the captain still on the job?
No, Larry retired. Actually, Larry retired, and I got promoted.
Ah, see. Nice.
Nice.
What kind of rigs do you guys run there, bro?
At the time, they were Seagraves. It was all Seagraves. Now we'll take anything that has a pulse.
Anything that'll start pumping some water.
Our fleet is kind of like decimated, and it's not really fire administration. It's the city. They don't have the money.
Right. Where is this jab?
It's out East Camden. This is Christmas Eve, 2010. This is the last fire I went to before I got laid off.
Oh, that's
You
what I'm
got laid
segueing
off?
into.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah. Well, if you made to the pre-show, maybe you know all this stuff. But all right, I'm just saying.
Oh,
They like that little shot across Ruffy's bow. Hey,
Ouch.
woo, ouch.
I couldn't handle it.
You could have got the coffee special if you stopped by.
oh!
I couldn't handle all the snorting going on.
You know what I love? I love when the guest jumps on the word of the day. I love that, bro.
Good times.
All right, so let's talk about getting laid off, bro. What happened?
There
he goes.
Well, that scumbag Chris Christie became governor. And
tell us how you really feel about it.
Don't hold back. Whatever you do, don't hold back.
That guy's
good for you, man. No, absolutely.
What a piece of shit. He is to this day. If he's listening, I hope he died. But anyway,
fuck him.
All right,
fuck him in the ear. Fuck him in the other ear.
Whoa, Pete. Family show. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. Now there was a lot of push from him statewide to clean up the tax, like make taxes cheaper. First off, when taxes never go down, they always go up or they plateau and stay. Right. So he blamed the public employees. That was like his target at the time, and police, fire, teachers, and at the time. So in the state of New Jersey, I don't pay Social Security. I don't pay into it. It's not an option for me as a firefighter. But the trade-off for that was free medical benefits for my career and for the rest of my life. Well, and I'm not taking a shot at people that are teachers, but the teachers in the state of New Jersey jumped on that bandwagon. I don't know what year they did. It was probably in the 60s, 70s, 80s. I have no idea. And so they got they got free health benefits, and then every employee, a public employee, got them. So that was like the big thing. And he just decimated public safety. I mean, guys retired in droves, and we laid off 65 firefighters, and I was one of them. And
65 out of like 200. That's a big chunk of guys, bro.
It was wild. It was, and for whatever reason at that time, it was so busy. The fire department was bumping, and what happened was I got laid off January 18th, 2011, and then they got a SAFER grant. We saw Harry Shakeberger, the union president, the guy that stole all the money, the crap guy that ran out of there. What a fucking scumbag he is, right?
Another fucking loser.
Yeah, it's loser, complete loser. So I see him, and he's like, he came to the firehouse, and I was laid off, and he's like, "Oh, we got all you guys back, brother." And I said, "No, you didn't, motherfucker. You only got 30 of us back." I said, "There's 35. My whole recruit class is still laid off." He's like, "You're wrong." I'm like, "I'm not wrong." I'm like, "You're an asshole. Like, you don't know." So anyway, they got 30 guys back right away. Guys that should not have been laid off. They had well over 10 years on the job. They should not have been laid off. And rightfully so. They got back on the job through a SAFER grant. And what they did with my class was, as one guy retired, one guy came back.
Shit, really?
Yeah. So
forever.
It took 18 months. It took 18 months to get everybody back.
How long were you out, bro?
I was out 8 months, and in hindsight, it was nothing. But those 8 months were, I mean, I can tell you this. I learned right away the only trade that I have is firefighting. Like, I was trying to get jobs.
God.
That's not true, because you have a very good sign there. If you look at that sign compared to the other guy's sign, you did.
No.
Take credit for it. Take credit for it.
Yeah, I made that in my basement.
You could have been assignment.
Yeah.
Look at that. The other guy, he had to use the pen. You did some type of computer thing on that.
Yeah, I did great.
You
got
a gift.
It was a tough time, man, and I would say our fire department still hasn't recovered from that time. It was just they demoted. I mean, there was battalion chief, deputy chiefs demoted to battalion chiefs demoted to captains demoted to firefighters, and firefighters laid off. It was wild.
Who do you like more, Bob? The New York Rangers or Chris Christie?
I like the Rangers because I don't want to tell you why, because I hate the Penguins.
Wow! I figured he's got to be a Flyer fan, probably.
Wow.
Love the Flyers. I had a Flyers hat on earlier, but I was thinking
you don't want to upset Ruffy. Listen,
I didn't want to.
They're still in the game. They're still in the game. He's all right. He's smiling.
I appreciate the fact, though, that you're so outspoken, because it really affected your life. And I think that, everyone's afraid, this new climate, everyone's afraid to say anything. Ooh, don't get political. Ooh.
I don't think it has anything to do with politics. I think that guy personally sunk my life into a hole where, I was literally unemployed with children and health benefits and didn't have any of it, and he didn't give a shit. So
while he was robbing motherfuckers too.
Robbing.
That's right.
Robbing. Still is.
Well, same story for me. COVID destroyed my family. The way the politicians responded to it, so I could relate. That's why it's cool to hear a guy. No, I'm just saying. Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. There's Lou right there. Pete, go easy.
Wait a minute.
No one can say anything anymore, and I'm glad he's the kind of guy who does say something. He should say something.
Were you the guy trying to put a filter on me last week? Was that you?
Yeah, when you use racial slurs.
Was that you?
When you use racial slurs.
Listen, I didn't see you with a sign like.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I saw you with a rough pack on your back.
I was upset.
I didn't see any signs. You didn't even use the marker one.
Like, come on.
You're gonna see me with a sign. Don't worry about it.
Busy rocking.
You'll see me with the sign.
How's that one, Coops? I got him, Koopy. I got him.
Ruffy's on fire tonight, bro. He's got his A game tonight.
Wow. Come on. What's wrong with you?
Oh my God,
awesome, bro! That was awesome. Knock that shit out of the park.
Wow, dude, was that on a tee? Was that on a tee, like a tee-ball?
I still don't know. What we're laughing about. But besides which, I do really appreciate you being outspoken in a career where you can't be outspoken.
I love it,
dude. That's what I loved about the guy when I first met him. I loved it. He's a day drinker. He's a day drinker. I loved it.
I am a day drinker.
And he came over and he looked like Johnny Cash. He was in all black.
Dude, first of all, he was all black. He looked like Johnny Cash. And he was like, I want to come on the show. I was like, whoa, dude. He's like, yeah, I'm not day drinking all day. I'm like, really? I didn't know.
And Coops is like, I like that guy. I like him.
Who doesn't like day drinking? You're in bed by 8 o'clock and you're not hungover.
Oh, that's my man right there, bro. You know it.
Nice.
He's a man after my own heart. Yep.
Oh, my
excellent. All right. So you get hired back after 8 months?
8 months I was out, yeah.
And you become a floater.
I was a floater. I bounced around on a group where basically I just showed up to the battalion chief and he said, there's a guy off here, go there. Excuse me, but I was more in I was special operations qualified, so I was either in the squad or the rescue the whole time. And then
I had to suck. That was terrible.
It was so bad.
That's awful.
And then a spot opened up at the squad, and I got it.
Wow, how'd that happen?
To this day now I have no idea. Maybe I don't. Listen, we don't like to talk about it. What happens behind closed doors happens behind closed doors.
You didn't know his nickname in Camden was Bobby Eckert.
Gary.
Oh my fucking!
You know what I keep forgetting to bring this question up. So I know Camden's only 9 miles or something like that. Yeah. What's the busiest company in Camden?
It's 7, squad 7. Yeah,
no doubt.
No doubt about it.
Okay, so why did they take the number 7? Was it engine 7, or how'd they become a squad?
Yeah, so they became a squad in 2003. They were engine 7. 2003, we tried to do what you guys do with your squads. It didn't really pan out because of staffing. If we had the staffing, we wouldn't be able to pull it off, but it just didn't work out. So
in what way? What do you mean?
I think at the time in 03, they were looking to open another engine so the squad could actually function as a squad, how you guys do it. And we just kind of lost engines because of cutbacks. So basically, they're engine base, but they have enough technical equipment on the rig to get something started, and they're going to need the rescue eventually to finish it off.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean? So they're not as heavy as listen, I haven't worked over there in a while. I couldn't tell you what's on the rig. When I was there, there wasn't enough equipment on there as your guys' squads. Like your guys' squads are loaded. Ours are loaded, but not with as much stuff. You guys are more into rope than we are.
Right.
Our squad.
What percentage of your fire duty is truck duty, would you say?
100%. We only have 3 trucks, so
no, as a squad. If you're loaded up as a squad.
No, God, 15%. 15%.
Really?
Because we everything's attached in our city. Not everything, but mostly everything. So usually when they get there, even third due, they're going to need to put a line somewhere. You know, I mean, and they're
exact opposite. Ours is probably 80%, 90%.
80% truck work, and then maybe even 90%, 10% end work.
Even then, like they're functioning as both. So like if Sevens is in one of the buildings, you don't need to send a truck in there because all their guys are good. They got the equipment. They're in there doing both. So maybe it's more.
Right.
If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
So do you get off with the intention that if you're stretching a line, somebody's going to grab a set of irons to?
Oh yeah. Usually the captain's got a Halligan with them, and the backup guy, the hydrant guy, he's usually letting the driver get the water supply, and he's either bringing a hook and Halligan or whatever. So yeah, they're moving.
You guys are doing a lot of nozzle work, is what you said.
Oh yeah.
And how many guys are riding on the squad? Is it only 4 still? It's 4.
Yep.
Still. Wow.
Yeah, we don't bump up for special ops. No, we used
to.
To
Everybody on the job.
Everybody. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's a money thing,
Yeah. What kind of you don't have too many pictures of the rig. What kind of rig did the squad have?
Right now it's a 2012 Pierce rescue engine, and then they have the backup rig is a 2003 Seagrave Marauder with the rescue engine back.
Right.
That's you in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's my first fire at Sevens when I got brought back from the layoff. I know.
Oh, so all right. So how long are you off for the layoff before you go to squad again?
8 months, floated for like 4, and then got put in the squad.
And how long did you do in the squad? 5 years?
Yeah, just about 5 years before I got promoted.
How much fire duty did you see there, bro?
I saw a good amount of fire duty.
Yeah, I believe it.
We did.
There's guys who say they saw fire duty, and then there's guys you believe that saw fire duty, right, Rolf?
It was a decent amount, but it was interesting time. I got to be that firefighter who is the quintessential asshole firefighter because I went through a divorce when I was there.
Oh, good job.
And, yeah, so
never heard of it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my hair was long, and I was showing up from smelling like the night before and things like that, and it just I got that stigma there, and that stigma with some people is still with me, sadly. But it's I went through the best and worst times in that company.
And how many guys in the roster there?
Reputation like that, it's tough to shake that, right?
It is. So there's 5 assigned. One guy can have also 5, 10, 15. There's about 20 guys. 20 guys per.
And what kind of shift do you guys work?
We do 24/72s. We do straight tours. So we work with the same people all the time.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
And you have all your shit locked up too?
Yeah.
So you got like an A, B. What is that? A, B, and C or whatever.
1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
That's so odd to us, right, Ruffy? Like having.
Well, when you guys had to work straight tours in COVID, it was like it's like what we guys went with the COVID thing. That's how we do it.
But the locking up stuff makes
well, you guys have your own like commissary stuff, right? Your own.
No, we don't do that. We have our own. Everybody puts in. Everybody takes out of it.
All right.
Yeah, it's not.
Some places got their own shit locked up, like pots and refrigerators, right?
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But I mean, firemen are thieves.
What?
No. Come on.
I mean, they're like, dude, they like free shit when they take it or whether it's given to them.
The cops gonna hit on your wife. The fireman's gonna steal whatever's on the table while the cops hit on your wife.
Is this your pen?
That's a
want this. Did you want this? Oh, I didn't know you wanted this.
I lost gloves a summer and a half ago, and I seen a dude 6 months later wearing my gloves. Cross my name out and put his name there. I'm like, no, bro. I'm like, I know that's what I said. I was like, you know what? Keep them, man. You earned them. You earned them.
Awesome. Yeah, that's freaking awesome, Bob. You know what I want to ask you since you're kind of in on the history now?
Yeah.
When was the war years similar to our time? Like,
yes.
Was it the 60s and 70s?
Yes.
Mostly late 60s, 70s type of thing.
Yes. Same time. I would say our fire duty and your fire duty match up very consistently until we don't have gentrification how you guys have it. So like Harlem now
Yeah, right,
versus
yeah.
what like Pollock Town to us is. Like Pollock Town's still Pollock Town. Harlem is a whole different place.
Right.
So
Oh, no
you guys went and got gentrified. We didn't. We're cleaning up the downtown, and then what it's doing now is starting to spread this way in a good way. It's there used to be a lot of gun violence. I'm not saying there's not any now, but there's not as much as there used to be. I feel like which is a good thing especially for them poor kids that are get caught in that stuff and they're out playing or whatever. So
yeah, I'm sure you're not lighting candles anymore. Like
Nah.
you as you get older, you
It comes, right?
So we all did it. I mean,
it comes. I would love to sleep all night because with the sleep I get at work, the sleep I get at home. I don't
mean the rest between runs. We don't sleep. We rest between runs.
Safety now. It's
Hey, Roof, you know what the gloves thing reminds me of? Our favorite movie, Dancing with Wolves, when it's sitting around the fire. He's like, hey, that's my hat. You're wearing my hat.
He's like looking around. He's like,
yeah, you're wearing my hat.
You got to trade.
Eckert was like, yo, dude, you're wearing my gloves.
Tatanka.
You should have traded.
Dumb Bear. No, not Dumb Bear.
Dunbar. All right, so you got any scary fire stories in the squad, bro? Talk to me.
Scary. We went to. I had a really good captain. His name is Mike LeBar. He taught me a lot. We went to a lot of decent fires. I'm not one for fire stories, and this is my thing coming on here, trying to think of fire stories to tell. And there's so many, but I can tell this: I learned very quickly how to do things alone because of where we are geographically. You'd arrive, the truck wouldn't be there yet, the rescue wouldn't be there yet, or vice versa, and you'd have to force doors alone. You'd have to do a lot of things with 4 guys. So there are many times in my career where I have pulled an 1 3/4 hose line, stretched up a stairwell, made a turn, and yelled for charge the line by myself and fought a fire by myself because there's so many other things happening on the fire ground that's what I had to do. And when I train firefighters, that's what I teach them to do because it's an attainable goal. So I would say, I feel like I learned how to be the most well-rounded utility player firefighter I possibly could be when I was in the squad because there was just so much opportunity for it.
Oh, I like that. Oh, there he goes in the window.
Yeah, that's it.
With a line, no less. With a line in the window.
Yeah, I don't think there was any floors in that place, to be honest with you, and that's very common for us. Or it's all fucked up in there, and there's probably guys either doing a semi-primary search after we knocked it down because there's no floors, which is, that's common for us in dilapidated vacants.
So is the truck company basically the same thing as us? They force entry, they do VES, vent entry search?
Yes.
What do you after?
Says, you want scary when I turn around in the rig and I see 4 Italians. Bobby, that's
scary, bro. That is scary.
That is
my
funny.
lieutenant.
He's always coming down on the Italian.
Irish. Oh, he's
All right, Rocco.
we gotta get an Irish.
That was a good squad job there. We had it was actually, it's funny. One of the guys that works in the squad on a different group called the firehouse to give us a heads up before calling 911 because he was out driving.
He gave you a tip off.
He did, and we smoked everybody there. And it was close to the firehouse anyway, but still. And we couldn't make the stretch, so I brought 2 lines of me and tried to make a leader line. And we made the turn. It was cranking. And the chief called us out of the building, and my captain right there turned his radio off. And I said, Cap, I think the chief's calling you. He's like, I don't think so. I'm like, no, I think he's calling you.
Oh, shit.
So how did you guys get turned out then? If you weren't first or second or third due, would you go on the confirmed fire? Is that how squad would go?
It's all geographic. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a few spots in the city where they're not due at all unless it's like a second alarm. So that's just how it is. I know it's a little different from you guys, but yeah, it's again, it's basically just an engine company. But and I'm not saying just an engine. They're very good at what they do. It's just geographically and numbers wise, they're more an engine than anything.
Right. How do you get along with the other companies? Do they give you any grief? Like, is there any pushback from the other companies?
No. I want to say that about the Camden Fire Department. We are one big family. We can be dysfunctional at times, but we really get along. We're a little scrappy. We're a little rough around the edges, and I think that is what makes that us. And I think we get along very, very well with each other, no matter what. There's definitely rivalry, and it's healthy, which I think is great. And sometimes I try to spark that, especially with the young guys. Like, hey, let's go beat the squad in. Fuck them, but let's go take the fire. And I think that's good. I think that's good. And but there's nothing. There's not a lot of negativity, especially nowadays. I think it's I think right now the Camden Fire Department as a whole, the rank and file, is in a really good place.
Drive fast, take chances.
Oh, it sounds like a shirt. So to give perspective, how many structural fires do they go to a year in Camden, roughly?
I wish I had the number. I don't. This year has been really busy, so I bet you we'll break triple digits this year. Last year, I think we were close. I was tallying it up before I got transferred to the Fire Training Academy. I was keeping a tally. When I left in what is now May. I left in March. In March, I believe we were right at about 37 working fires. So we're pretty consistent, man. We can do anywhere from 3 to 12 a month.
Yeah. That's one every
9.9
one every 2 or 3 days for a 9 square mile. That's a lot of fires, bro.
Yeah, you're seeing consistent fire. It's a really good place to be a firefighter. It's you're getting a little bit of everything, and there's enough for you to be able to rotate positions through the rig. Where as a driver operator, you're going to get this as a nozzleman, as on the irons. Even as a company officer, I was 34 when I got promoted to captain. We don't have lieutenants; you go right to captain. And when I got promoted,
you didn't do too good there, Bob.
No, we burnt that guy's this guy was so mad. This guy was so mad, and he pulled the tax dollar line. He's like, my tax dollars are, and we're like, sorry, dude. It was windy. It was a lot of things went into it.
I bet he loved you taking that picture in front of him.
I didn't take the picture. I was in the picture.
That's good point. Solid point.
I'm not the photo taker. I will not divulge his identity.
It's like this. Hey, we just broke down your she shed. Hey.
Before I forget, because I'm old and I can't remember shit, and you were just talking about the Camden and how everybody's so tight. Not to get too far ahead, but I just wanted to ask you this question while it's on my mind. With everything that you're doing with the business and the teaching and all that stuff outside of the job, you get guys that are jealous. Do guys talk about it? How do you feel how that goes overall?
I try to keep it separate. I try to separate the two because it is a business for me. So it's like a side job. I go home and I do that. If people want to talk about it, I'll absolutely talk about it and I'll entertain any question. I don't push it on anybody at work because I don't feel that that's right. Jealousy, sure. People mad about it, maybe. Did it bother me once? It did. Does it bother me now? Fuck no. It's I have zero regrets in anything I've ever done, and I'm happy to be where I'm at right now. And I'm where I'm at because of a lot of people, but no. If there's pushback, I usually don't find out about it directly. It's usually indirect attack.
Yeah.
They don't come at you directly.
Well, the bottom line is you're doing, from what me and Coobs, we're doing a lot of the social media stuff, and we see all this stuff. Your name pops up a lot, with everything that we're doing. I see, we had seen your name pop up, and it's all good stuff because you're teaching real tactics, right? Real life stuff. You're not, you're not going over the same old dribble.
We just try to teach what we do for a living, man. And we go to a lot of different places that don't see consistent fire duty, and we want to let them know, like, hey, man, you're only as good as your last working fire, right? So let us help you through our experience build the best firefighting version of yourself.
Right. All right, we're skipping ahead though before we get to
Yeah, I
that.
don't want to go too far, but I had it
Yeah.
on my mind. I didn't want to.
Yeah. All right, so somebody in the chat said we cut peaked roofs. # all roofs matter. So
That's Pro Warrington Mike.
That's Mike.
That's Mike.
yeah.
That's Mike. Yeah,
You know how Ruffy feels about peaked roofs. He loves peaked
you
roofs.
guys hate. You guys.
I love when it's a shed and there's like 16 guys on the roof and it's
Cutting a
fire
peaked roof.
blowing through it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what are we all doing here? What's going on?
That's
I'm not saying you can't cut a roof. I'm not saying, but
I'm right there with you, brother. On
it's
that.
a 1.5-story building. It's a dollhouse.
Yeah.
Get in there and put the fire out. Stop fucking around.
All right, so let's talk about why you went and got promoted. You studied, and like you said, you don't have lieutenant. You get promoted to captain.
Yeah,
correct?
that's like a Jersey thing. A lot of places in Jersey don't have lieutenant. Some do, a lot don't. You know, I really wanted the next challenge in my career. Thought I was ready and took the test. Found out I wasn't ready. You know, they don't. In my job and a lot of jobs in Jersey, like there's not. You're literally a firefighter on Friday and a captain on Monday. So that's basically how it was for me. And hopefully your captain prepared you. I was with a captain that made me ready for fire duty. Like he was fire. And, you know, when I got in there, I quickly realized that like fires are the easiest part about being a company officer, like the easiest part. It's all the other bullshit that comes in with it. It was literally like having more children and managing more children, and he's off and I'm off sick and I got guys showing up on shape.
What do you mean?
I'm the fire headquarters. I got a guy driving over to there's like a gate. There's a gate to get into fire headquarters. I got a guy that forgets his swipe card. The deputy chiefs are out there. I'm at headquarters. There's like 37 chiefs in the building. And he's driving over the grass and the emergency shutoff switch to get into the parking lot. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
The brothers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll take a fire all day long. It's the personalities and all the other shit that gets wrapped into being a company officer that people don't realize.
You got a shirt about that. Same circus, different clowns. It's all.
You got to become a kindergarten teacher now. All of a sudden, bro.
I mean, tuck your shirt in and shave. It's really not that. I don't. Anything else we can take care of for you.
Yeah,
I can't shave you.
Look at Ruffy. Ruffy's like, yeah, yep.
I'm Italian.
Yeah.
It's not even like certain firehouses you can get away with things. Fire headquarters you can't. So it's like, brother, like I gotta be shaved. Just
yep, do the right thing, bro. It's not that hard.
You gotta call the guy. Yo, man, it's 6:58. Where you at? I just woke up. Oh, because you had 3 days to get here.
I've definitely come out of the fire building, and Chief Steve would one of the deputies would go.
Yeah. I had the thing going on with my brother all the time. I had the mustache that came all the way down to here, and he would come. He would find out when he working today, and he would check to see if I still had the mustache, bro. He'd come up to. He'd be at a job after the job was over. Make sure he'd come over to check my mustache. But I was that guy. Busting my brother's balls with.
This is me not shaving for like
30
days.
seconds.
Yeah. Well, that's why when you have the little shaggy curl going on, the 1-2 pieces there, it's all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Nah. What the hell was I just going to ask you? So you get assigned to Engine 1. Now, wasn't that? No, that wasn't where you were, right? As a fireman, were you there?
I did 4 months there as a fireman.
Oh, yeah. Right. You did.
Yeah,
but probably nobody was there still. Was anybody there? That
actually, I relieved my captain was there. I relieved him in the morning. That was my relief. I was his relief in the morning, so that was pretty cool. Howard Jones, great guy.
So you got 3 captains. Is that how it works in a fire? Oh, 4. 4 captains.
Shit. 4 captains per rig.
So who is the ultimate decider then? Who? What is that?
Jesus.
There's not one guy who's like maybe the senior guy or whatever. Who's got the ultimate decision?
Yeah, I mean, so it's per group. So every group is a little different, but when it comes to like something on the rig or something like that, we usually are all pretty diplomatic about it. You know, I would say like all the captains at Ladder 1, when I was at Ladder 1, like we had like a little text thread and hey, we're going to do this. Okay, cool. He's going to do this. I'm going to do this. So, for example, when I was at Ladder 1, only me and the other captain were the only ones that did the gas oil mix because everybody's fucking it up. So, like, Brian, you do it. I'll do it because we know how to do it. And boom, done. So, you know, it's
I guess that wasn't on the captain's test, the gas oil mix. That was
no. The gas oil mix is batteries, screen doors, and gas oil mix are the death of firefighters. They just fuck us up. I don't know what it is. Thank God they have pre-mix now. Thank God.
Yeah. So you took the Chiefs test or what?
I did. I took the Chiefs test the last round. I'm sitting on a list that's going to die, and I'm going to take the next one in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? You hitting it hard?
I'm hitting it.
He's hitting it. All right. So where, as far as chief, what do they have? They have battalion chief, like
there's 2 battalion chiefs per shift, so that's 2, 4, 6. That's 8, and then we have 1 chief of training, battalion chief of training. So that's 9 battalion chiefs, and then there's 3 deputy chiefs upstairs.
So you went from the captain. Where were you? Captain to engine 1, right?
Yeah.
You transferred to the truck.
Transferred to the truck, and then in March, well, February-ish, I got approached about the recruit class. It wasn't even on my radar, and you know, I was like, "Nah, I'm good," because it's like day works, and I'm good. And then a couple guys, their sons were in the class. They came to me, and then the one chief came to me, and then another guy came to me, and I was like, "All right, I'll do it." So I've been down there since March. I have about 5 weeks left, and I'm back on the street. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've missed a bunch of fires.
It happens.
Now, I blame my recruits. If you're listening, because I told them about this, if you're listening, it's your fault. Every time there's a fire, I tell them it's their fault. So, yeah.
So you're currently a captain still assigned to
Fire Training Academy. Yep.
Right. And how long is their academy down there?
13 weeks.
Oh, so you only got 13 weeks, then you'll be back.
Yeah. No, it's cool. And I have, you know, the deputy chief in charge, you know, he let me, and the battalion chief that are down there, they kind of let me do my thing, and I'm really able to work with these guys. They're 14 dudes that are, I'll tell you what, they really come together in a really good way, and I'm really proud to be a part of it. I didn't think I was going to be. I really am. It's been a really cool experience. Just
Joe Higgins said the same exact thing.
It's just it's kind of like life changing. It's been life changing for me in a lot of ways.
One of the best things he ever did.
It's truthful, and the dudes in there, they're gentlemen. They really are. Every one of them are gentlemen, and we have a lot of fun.
How many guys are you down there with other than you?
It's me and a battalion chief and a deputy chief, and that's it.
So you have no DI, like no drill. That's you. You do it all. Let me hear your best holler. Let me hear you scream out.
Yeah, that's not me. So I'm trying. You know, I try to wrangle the best I can, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah, they have PT down there.
They do. We actually have a guy on our job that does. He trains professional athletes, and so twice a week they go with him.
Right.
And then the rest of the time they're with us, and the battalion chief runs the PT in the morning, and I may or may not stay inside and hang out and read some stuff that might advance my career.
Maybe quite possibly. Maybe it could have been you studying. I don't know. Maybe.
Possible. Maybe. Yeah.
All right. So what do you hope to happen when you become a battalion chief? Where are we going? Are we going higher than that, or is that buck?
No. That's it. If I ever got battalion chief, that would be my last test I'd ever take. I don't want to leave the street. The street is where I'm most comfortable. It's where I find my happiness, and I would
want to see fire. Is what it is.
Fire, and then it's the guys too. It's the guys and gals that I work with. I work with some really amazing ladies and gentlemen. I really do. The laughs are endless. I haven't had a firehouse meal in like 8 weeks, and I'm dying for one. And you know, it's just it's the people that, you know, the fires are the fires. I you know, the men and women make this what it is. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. It's so much fun, and you know, you can go from the saddest moment of your life, seeing something tragic, to really, really laughing your ass off about and making fun of somebody. I love making fun of people too. I mean,
That's the firehouse kitchen table, bro. There's nothing like it on the earth.
I
Nothing.
never laughed so hard in my life as I did in the firehouse. On some of those times where I was in tears, like actual tears coming down my face, I could not catch my breath. And I remember saying to myself, "That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, whatever it was."
So I've been inching out to the recruit class when they eat lunch. I originally wasn't allowed to go eat lunch with them, so every day I kind of like go out there a little more and more and sit there with them. And I'm trying to introduce that firehouse like lunchtime culture with them.
Get ready, boys.
Yeah, I'm fuck with them a little bit and get like a joke going because I want them to be ready for. I want them to be ready for the firehouse. I really do. Like I'm trying to get them ready for the firehouse and the the kitchen as well. So I mean, you know how it is.
That's great, bro. All right, so let's talk. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was gonna say I was trying to get ready for the coffee special, but
I'm out of drink, bro. I'm done. Let's talk about 2018, where we start Eckert Fire Tactics, bro. So I'm gonna assume that you were inspired by your dad's training of firefighters, and that's what maybe started it, or you tell me.
Yeah. Yes and no. I was teaching at the County Fire Academy. It just wasn't for me anymore. I didn't really like what was going on down there. There was a lot of negativity, and I think negativity and fire training don't mix. So I was with my wife. She was pregnant, and I was trying to find like a side hustle. And I was actually gonna cut down trees. I was like, we'll start a tree business because I did that before. I'm like, I'll cut down trees. It'd be great. We'll start a whole business. She has a marketing background. We'll do this whole thing. And I ended up getting, I am having traumatic brain injury at work. I got fucked up.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. How did we pass that up? When did that happen?
That was 2018. It was January 2018. I got banged up bad.
What happened?
I was training 4-inch over my back. And the coupling was at the top, below my waist, right above my ass. And it was still hooked to a hydrant, unbeknownst to me, which was my fault for not looking. And it got accidentally charged. And it shot up and got me in the back of the head. It was like
shit.
Yeah, it was like a 30-inch main. So it was like 85 pounds of pressure, and it whacked me. I had my helmet on. Thankfully, that was restored at Ragtop Industries, by the way.
Hey,
was it?
Hey, that's
Your wife has a marketing background, or you have the marketing background?
I love it.
That's ladies and gentlemen, that's ragtopfire.com. Ragtopfire.com.
There you go. Love you, Pete.
You got it.
So I remember my helmet like getting shot off my head. I remember looking at it because I'm a huge buff and I love fire helmets. I have a bunch. Fire helmet.
You're like,
Pay
hey,
no attention to the coupling that's embedded in your head.
My
helmet
that
thrown
over
over
there?
there.
I just remember the roll going like this.
Yeah.
And then I woke up.
Lights out?
Lights out. Woke up and I had to pee. Woke up, pissed my pants.
Nice. Good for you.
And my head was killing me. It was like, I went like this. I was like, whoa, my head. When I went like this, I couldn't see. I was blind. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So the pain, being blind takes the pain away like that.
You had zero vision. You
Was
lost
it
your eyesight.
was it the swelling?
It wasn't black. It was blur, just full blur. Like I couldn't
That's
make
scary,
out.
bro.
I couldn't make out. Like if you were going like this, I couldn't make it out. So got me in the ambulance. They give me trauma naked. I go to the trauma ward. I get all the drugs put in me, catheter, whole 9 yards. And I kept having seizures. I was like seizing, everything. You name it was happening to me. Like they told my wife, go get the priest, the whole 9 yards. And I ended up recovering. I got my vision back a couple days later. Couldn't walk.
How long were you in the hospital for?
I was in the hospital for almost like 18 days.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, I was out for 4 months, 18 days. They were like, you're never going to be a fireman again, that type of deal. I had that whole speech from the doctor. And I was like, yeah, well, fuck you. I'm going to be a fireman. And, we worked our way back. I had to literally fight to get back on the job just on my body, trying to get my body back in shape. And Got back on the job. Well, when I was laying in the hospital, I'm like on the internet with social media, and I'm like seeing these posts, and I'm like, well, that's wrong. I'm like, I've done that before. I don't know what this guy's talking about. I don't know what that guy's talking about. And my wife's sitting there pregnant as shit with a computer, and she's like, stop bitching and do something about it. Like, what do you mean? She's like, put an Instagram post up. So I did. And then somebody's like, make a program and submit to a conference. So I did. And it just has grown from there the entire time. And then I started liking it. And then my dad, talking to my dad, he was like, the hands-on thing. And I was like, well, the insurance is crazy, which it is. I'm like, I'm not going to do it without insurance. So I had my bachelor's degree in public safety administration. I got that in 2017. So that degree helped me get my insurance policy, and we were able to do the hands-on. And here we are. We've grown platonically since then, and we're one of the only fire training companies in America insured for live fire training. We've done acquired structures. We've done you name it, we've done it. But we try to take the people I have that work for me, who are absolutely amazing, and then I know most of you guys are watching from the bottom of my heart. I love you all. We try to take our personalities and bring a breath of fresh air and positivity to fire training, and try to build confidence and firefighter skills and capability, and make sure that your organization is the best firefighting organization there can be.
Pete, I think you have a picture of
I got
Mrs. Eckert in there, and some other training and some other training pictures.
Well, certainly we've said this before. We've all married up.
There he is. Yeah.
You don't have to deal with her wrath, man. Yes.
There she is again. There she is, hiding behind the glasses, but we all have seen her now.
Melt your helmet up there, bro.
Yeah, it's you do a live fire, it gets a little warm. That's all.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then
some training stuff.
We actually do. Here's some training stuff, but I also had some rehab. There was one from rehab, which was like you.
So you said you were out how many months, Bobby?
I was 4 months, man, and I started to become like a science experiment. It was really weird, but like again, like I'm running on the treadmill with Warrington Pros on, which is not comfortable at all. I don't know what, that's like he wouldn't let me wear my sneakers. It was really bizarre. No, it was when you have a TBI, you hear a lot of I don't know, or we're not sure, or all kinds of crazy things. So it was extremely, extremely frustrating, but it worked out.
It did. Good for you, man. That's
and we also have some video.
I pissed my pants. That was exciting.
Not of you pissing your pants. Unfortunately, I wish we did have that. But here we go with some of your live fire training.
That's our roof prop. It's live fire. We got a cock pump under there. There's not many firefighters that cut a roof with fire under it, so we want to make sure that we give them that experience.
Nice, like butter with that thing.
And that's all our equipment. We have all. We're fully equipped. We got more saws than most fire departments.
Wow.
Was your knockout cut? But
he didn't make it, obviously. Poor guy.
All right, so let's talk about exactly what you do. You basically do core firefighting operations. No fancy pick-offs, none of this 3-to-1 bullshit. You're doing core firefighting stuff. Like, well, I know you do roof cutting. What else you do?
Do anything engine and anything truck, and that includes chauffeur operations. So I'll teach you how to drive. I'll teach you how to pump. I'll teach you how to put that aerial device up, and any type of aerial device, any type of engine company, apparatus, squirt, teleboom, whatever you got, it doesn't matter. Well, we have you covered, and that's what we do. Anything firefighting, we do RIT, but we don't get extremely wild into it, like you said, with the 3-to-1s and the 5-to-1s and 12-to-1s and all that stuff. We just keep it very basic, very simple. What a bare bones fire department would do every day at a working fire. That's what we specialize in, and we're proud to say we do.
Yeah, man. And how many guys you got working for you?
We got about 36.
And where'd you find these guys, bro? They're all, because I know a couple of them, and they're all guys from busy friggin' places, bro.
You know, a lot of them are my friends. Like Corrado Soprano said, if you can't be in a position of power and give your friends jobs, what's the point of being in a position of power?
Yeah.
No. A lot of friends. I'm not gonna lie to you, I always wanted to do this, but I never had the balls to do it. And I always had in my mind who the players would be. So as it evolved, I started calling on the players, and then the players knew a few people. So then I reached out to those people, and then we met more people. It's kind of like a motorcycle club. We come to you, you don't come to us type deal.
So you bring everything. Let's say I'm out in Colorado, and you say, Bobby, I want you to come out, and I want you to do like, what do they pick? They pick.
They can go on my website, EckertFireTactics.com, and they can pick an array of whatever class they want. They can bundle and save and get multiple classes. And I'll literally hook my trailer up to my truck, and I will drive it to you, and I will bring my guys. I have all my own air. Thank you to Jimmy from New Jersey Fire Equipment, who always takes care of me when it comes to air. And we'll come there and we will build all our own props. All 90% of our props are hand built, with the exception of the metal props that we have for ceiling pull and lock props, force plunging props, and our VS window props. Everything else we built. So we'll come out there, we'll build the props, and we will train your firefighters to the best of our ability. And thanks to Chief Halton, this past year we were able to do the class at FDIC. And hopefully
I just texted him today. He's going to come on the show. Excellent, great. Isn't he a great guy, man?
He's a good dude, man. He's a great guy.
He really is a great dude.
Man. Yeah, he's very down to earth. And so because of him, we were able to go out a couple weeks ago and deliver a class at that level. And the feedback was unbelievable. So what we do is not what everybody else does, because we bring not only our spin to it, but we also bring our own equipment, our own props, and our personalities. And I don't have one guy on my staff that has an ego. I don't have one guy on my staff that's going to talk down to you. Everybody is truly a humble human being. They teach with you, not at you.
And that's great. Fires. Let's be honest, man. There aren't a lot of fires out. So if you got to get the training, this is the best way to get training. Real life fires.
And we try to put you in the most realistic situation possible. And we don't care if you're male, female. We don't care who you are. We're going to give you the best training possible. We don't care your age. We don't care your skill level. Doesn't matter. We're going to work with you and make sure that you leave with confidence and skills.
What if you get a guy that has a fire like 5 doors down and he runs away the other way? What do you do with a guy like that? Like Pete.
That is wrong. And he did the wrong thing.
Or food on the stove, Bob.
Pete, that was you?
No. No, these guys like to break my balls. Yes, I ran. Oh, I ran.
He ran over the old lady.
Yeah, he shoved the old lady down the stairs. It's good.
Yeah. Nice. How do you create the? Oh, go ahead.
You can act like a man. How long is the training, Bob? Is it a week? Is it a couple days? Depends on each.
So it can be as long as you want it to be. To be honest with you, I can build a program where I'm there for 2 hours on a drill night, or I can build a program where I'm there all week if you want me to. Everything is customizable to your operational reality. So I take what you guys do and I build a program around it, because who am I to come in and say you should operate a different way when you can't and you already operate this way? So I do a lot of private fire department drill nights where I go to these firehouses and teach them. And the number one thing I do is I try to learn how they operate and I build the program around them.
You customize it to their SOPs or whatever buildings they have or whatever. That's dynamite, bro. So it's almost like going to the Chinese food place, bro. You want one from a column A, you want one from column B.
It's like a Chinese food buffet. And it absolutely is. You get whatever you want.
How do you create the fire? What do you use?
Just hay and pallets. Nothing crazy.
Hay and pallets. No diesel?
Nope. That's a Long Island thing. I never saw that before in my life until I went to Suffolk County Fire Academy. That was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild. That was
you're gonna have a couple of code reds, you know what I mean? People running for that line.
That was I never
turns into a mess real fast.
You ever have anybody get in a precarious position with that? Like or you guys?
We've never had an injury. We've never had anything never had anybody get jammed up. I have so many instructors because I like to have a span of control, because
Right.
we bring that level of intensity where I want to make sure that in a burn room there are 3 instructors, and not only 3 instructors, there's also a stoker there. I have guys that just stoke for me. All they do is build fires, and they build the most realistic fires you could humanly imagine. So, I sent Pete a video of fire. I don't know if he got it, but you have to be able to pull out all the stops to bring the level of intensity we have, or somebody will get hurt, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
We have a level of redundancy.
Yeah, this is one of his live.
That's our roof prop. That's Jack up on the prop there.
My boy Jack.
Jack,
from Baltimore.
He's got the hook in his hand.
Oh, Jackie from Baltimore. My boy.
Yeah, there's one more here. Let's we might.
Dude, I love this. This is probably the best training I've ever seen, bro. Hands down, no doubt.
Here you go.
No wonder he's a big shot.
Here's our VES phone house right there. You break out the window. I think the kid that makes that's on your job.
They got 103.
Yeah. So that's actually a she shed out of pallets. So I can come and build that in your parking lot of your firehouse, wrap it in a tarp, put a window in there, and put a hay barrel in there, and build 2 bedrooms in there, and put furniture in there, and build a search room.
Oh, that's awesome.
You do it all. How's this thing progressed? Like, do you look back? When did you start in 2018?
Yeah,
you look back then and look back now, and you're like, holy shit, man.
I don't even. Sometimes I'd be lying to say, like, sometimes I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna throw the towel in. It gets to be a lot, but especially when I got 4 kids. I
do that now, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah. Patty Lee is asking if you have a program for saving a church or a bar.
Nope. No way.
I mean, it depends what bar it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Some bars are worth saving.
Well, this one was worth
Like
saving,
80-year-old
but
bar.
we couldn't do it.
I mean,
Yeah, five alarms later, we could
4 kids, the wife, the house. You better be building freaking, fire training or something.
I look back and I am proud of how we've done it our way, like Frank Sinatra style, and I'm proud of the guys that I have working with me, the guys and gals that I have working with me, and I'm proud of the people that consistently come to us. We have a lot of repeat customers. We have a girl who has come back multiple times just to master the ladder bailout.
Really?
I mean, paying out of her own pocket to come back and master a ladder bailout. What's that say about the fire service? I think it says a lot.
Yeah,
I really do. But, fire training as a whole is a very fucked up situation depending where you go. So to be able to breathe any type of fresh air into it, I'm proud to do so. I really am.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, bro. What the hell was I just going to ask you? I had a good question. Slipped my mind, Ruffy.
I mean, I was going to ask, but you sort of just answered it. Like, why do firefighters need this additional training? But it's obvious if
not enough
like
fires.
Life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not so much fires. It's so much their entry-level training is terrible. Entry-level fire training is in the toilet, and it starts with the manuals they get. I mean, look at IFSTA, for example. IFSTA manual is one of the most terrible manuals written. They have, for example, if you go in their building instruction chapter, they have a Type 3 ordinary slide, and they have a Type 2 non-combustible building, and they don't care. And there's multiple deficiencies in that book. There's multiple deficiencies in every book. And you have to teach this to a test to these firefighters, and then they have to hit JPRs on this material, and they don't learn the proper firefighting way. Do you realize that firefighters leave firefighter 1 never hooking a ceiling?
Yeah, we didn't, right, Ruff? I mean, they didn't have anything to hook
Like
a ceiling.
a real
Like
ceiling? Well, they
Like a real ceiling.
yeah.
They leave firefighter 1 without learning how to hook a ceiling. It's the first thing you do when you knock down a room on fire. Hook a ceiling.
Yeah,
so
man.
there's everything you need to learn about fire training. Come train with me. You're going to learn how to hook a ceiling. Not only that, I'm going to put fire over top of it. I'm also going to fire in a wall, so you got to pull a knee wall also.
Yeah. How about just taking the glass and taking a window, guys? They don't teach that in school. What are they going to teach you?
I mean, and the closest thing we have is that window prop, and that window prop's awesome. And he's adding to it also. We got some great stuff coming.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. So you got guys from all over the country. You got guys from Philly. You got guys. I got guys from West Coast too, man. I got West Coast, Steve, Sacramento. Yeah, so you got Baltimore guys, you got everybody's got their own little flavor on how to do stuff, right? So do you have to funnel them all into one basic SOP? Listen, I know you do it this way, I know you do this, but this is how we're gonna do it here. It's how we're gonna teach.
Here's what I do. I actually do the opposite. I build a station and I have in my mind what I want them to get out of the station. So I'll say, I want them for search, for example, I want them to get vendor search. I want them to get this, and this. And then you guys use your experience and build the station your way. And I would just walk away. That's how I do it.
Wow. How many of these things do you go on now? Do you go on them all? Are you appear on every of them, or you send guys now?
I'm just starting to release my baby and send guys. We have 2 hands-on programs next week. I'll only be at one. I'm not going to be at the second one. I can't make it. But
how do you find time, bro? How do you find time to do this?
I don't. No, it is evolved into something that I couldn't stop. It's one of our guys, Jay Leone, says it's like a train, and when it's moving, you're not going to stop it. And he's right. It's a train, and it's not moving, it's not stopping, and we're glad to be on it. So I try to delegate and try to just balance it as the best as possible. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I think it's awesome, bro. You're teaching basics to guys and you're right. You don't get that at a probie school. They used to, back in the day, they used to take the Bronx. Did you do that, Ruffy?
I did.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We didn't go to the Bronx. I don't know if there was,
We're going to do it. So we're getting the updated demolition lists for this recruit class, and we're going to go to the city in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm going to have them hooking ceilings and have them cutting roofs and have them do all that stuff on real buildings, because I want them to get that experience for when they get in the field. So it's not the first time you go to a fire shouldn't be at a working fire. It should be in fire training. It should be in a controlled environment where you're able to make a mistake and you're able to feel heat. You're able to understand, how fire reacts, how smoke reacts, how all that stuff. And that's what fire training, and that's where the fire service, and that's where the people that pull the strings in the fire service don't understand, because they're so fucking selfish, and all they care about is their egos. They don't care about the other people coming up in the job to make it better. It's really sad. It really is.
And where do they find this again?
EckertFireTactics.com. Eckert_335 is my Instagram. Instagram's the best place to get a hold of me. But you take things, like the entry level book versus other books that you could be reading, and you get better information out of it, and that's today's fire service.
Yeah,
like Chief Dunn's book, for example, Collapse and Burning Building, 2nd edition. Right? There it is.
Never heard that
right. Done. Nah. That's great stuff, bro. I love it. Yeah. Anything else you want to add there, Bobby? What do you got? Talk.
No, I just really appreciate the opportunity. I wrote 2 books. I got them here with me. If you guys ever want to get a copy of them, they're on my website. There are 52 tactical considerations each. They're written for a firefighter. They literally have
large words, large letters,
a photo, and a write-up.
What's the word Jeremy used, Coobs?
I'm smart, not like everybody says.
Smart, Mike.
Jeremy used perpetuity. I'm like, what did you just say? Perpetuity.
Hold that. Say that 3 times fast.
Could you please talk in fireman language? It's there forever. All right. I don't need perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
So you're a writer too, bro. Not only you're a ghetto firefighter, you're an officer, maybe a chief. You have the training company, and now you're a writer. Look at this guy. I knew I liked him. I knew it.
I got into writing accidentally. I have Neumann University, where I went to college, to blame for that, because one of the professors that I had, a couple of them, told me to just start writing stuff down. And my dad bought me a journal early on in my career, and I would journal things. And I literally took the journal and made it into this program the programs that I teach. I turned it into an Instagram page, and I turned it into a book. So I have a bunch of people to thank for that.
Great job, man.
I know, man.
What else you got, Ruffy? You got anything else before we get to that time?
No, I think, dude, we covered a lot of ground right there, bro.
Yeah, we did.
For a young
Very
guy, a lot of
impressive.
stuff going on there.
How old are you anyway, Bobby? You look young.
I'm 39. I'm gonna be 40 in January.
Not even 40. These accomplishments.
No, we shouldn't even have talked. I can't talk to 39.
I can't. 39 years old. I think I got
He might
guys
be
don't
the youngest
business.
guest we've ever had.
I got
Actually,
T-shirts
no.
older than him. I think. I don't know.
All right.
All right. So Pete, why don't you give it to him right here? Tournament success will be DeMille.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, it's time.
Oh wait, Jay Fayer said hello. Before I forget, Jay Fayer told me to reach out to you and say hello.
How you doing, Cap?
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. It's time for the old school tip of the day. Take it away, sir.
So I have two old school tips of the day, and I'm not very old, but these were passed down to me. Number one, it's okay to be firehoused out and take a break from the fire service. I think mental health is an amazing stigma that we all need to overcome together. And I think it starts with recognizing that you have a problem and you need to take a break, and it's okay to take that break. It's either what you have sick time for if you're a career, and it's either what you have willpower to say no to if you're a volunteer, and it's okay to do that. Number two, I think every single one of you, everybody in the fire service, should not only get used to training within their operational reality, but learn how to do things in zero visibility with your fire gloves on, because that is firefighting. Zero visibility with your firefighting gloves on. And there are so many amazing things, amazing products that you can use to help you get zero visibility, like our friends over at BA Shields, or you can even put your hood over your hood, or your hood over your face piece or whatever, but get used to doing things and work within your operational reality when it comes to training. And that's what I got.
That is a good point. That a lot of times I used to try, especially do firefighter removal, you would try and take your glove off if you couldn't feel the straps or stuff to package the guy. And Captain Murphy, that was what he used to say all the time, is you're not going to be able to do that when it matters. So you better practice doing that with your gloves, because the gloves, we had Mickey Mouse gloves at the time. So
we had those big blue things, look like Cookie Monster gloves. Right?
Mickey Mouse
Bobby, you are definitely
nice job,
wise beyond your years, bro. You really
I appreciate it, guys.
good luck with everything, man.
I appreciate
I
you,
was-
dude.
Yeah, I was looking forward to get you on. You did not disappoint, brother. Appreciate it. And who knows? Maybe pretty soon we'll have Eckert Fire Tactics as a sponsor. Just gonna throw it out there. You never know.
Oh,
You know, what
shame.
can happen. It's a
You
shame.
never know.
Never know. I mean, Ragtop Crush It Tonight is a sponsor. They're hard to live up to,
Oh, who's that, Pete? Who do we have tonight?
never heard
that's
of
ragtopfire.com. That's ragtopfire.com.
Ragtopfire.com.
If you need a
Lucky
helmet,
strike.
if you need a
Lucky
helmet,
strike.
go to Ragtop Fire and call Petey up. Petey's a good guy.
Absolutely.
I'm
Right.
getting
And
sold. He sent you.
not
Sounds
only
good,
if you need a
sounds-
new helmet, they will refurb and restore.
I was just, dude. I'm looking over at my father's lid from 1960. It's all beat up. I'm thinking about. I'm missing
Send it
pieces
over,
of leather.
man.
I might be sending it over to Ragtop.
He'll tell you either yes or no, and if he tells you yes, he'll fix it, man.
I like that.
That's
Big
great.
Petey, little Petey, off the Petey. Great job.
Donuts.
Petey, take us out, bro. What do we got?
Hold on, I got a
Oh,
couple
well,
things here.
we got.
Oh, we got shout outs.
Take
Do
it
it.
easy. Take it easy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take it easy.
I'm
All right, so you got
sorry.
my
I hurt
picture
you
there,
with my
Petey?
words.
Oh, it's coming up right now.
So this is my boy Fred Adamson. I want to thank him. He was, if you could tell, he's on one of the best pro tours. He called us, asked us for a sponsorship. That's the jacket. That's the shirt Coobs is wearing. He's got the Getting Salty logo all over his boat. He took us.
Nice.
Out. I went up to Lake Erie this past week. It was a good time.
These are some sizable
Yeah.
fellows.
Dudes, man. Yeah.
Got to be the fish.
Lou, I was
Steve Miller, too.
I would have been a little nervous that you would have been sleeping with the fishes, like
Yeah.
these
I-
two guys.
I walked out with this shirt on tonight, and my wife didn't say a word. I could read her lips. She was like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" I was like, "What? It's fishing."
I just want to send a shout out again to McBoston 18 Truck. This is their shirt. They sent us.
Yeah,
the shirt.
thank you
They sent-
guys.
They sent Petey.
Oh, that's going right up in the
thank you,
studio
Lamont.
right now. Yep. As soon as I
And I
thank you,
also
man.
wanted to just on a somber note, Richie Evans from Rescue 2 passed away
Oh,
after
right,
a
man.
long, hard fight with 9/11 cancer. He was the senior man there. And from talking to guys, he was the guy you wanted coming for you if you were jammed up. He was in your top 3. So rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace.
All right, Petey.
It's always something, and it's always rough every week, man.
It's always something.
Sorry to hear it. Okay, guys. Well, if you're watching the show, you could also be listening to our show, guys, on audio. We are on all the players like iTunes Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you can find podcasts. You might want to listen to us in the gym. Maybe you want to listen to us on your ride somewhere. Maybe you want to ignore your wife for a couple of hours. Do it. Get over there. Hit subscribe. Okay. Also, if you're here at youtube.com/Gettin Salty Experience, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Do it. Come on. It's free.
Come on, if you love Bobby, hit the like, subscribe, and share.
Oh no! Wait, we're rapidly losing followers. What's happening?
Look at Bob's face. He's like,
no.
His phone is blowing up now. He's checking out his phone.
Oh my god! All right, guys. Instagram at Salty Dog Inc. is where you'll find us. Mr. Refrano's photos collection is awesome. So definitely check us out there. And also, you get a lot of last minute info for the show there. New product info. Also for GettinSaltyApparel.com. Guys, don't forget, we're not just a podcast. This whole thing started with Gettin Salty Apparel. We got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, drinking tumblers and pints and shots.
Drinking, smoking, whatever.
Anything you could possibly imagine that you might need. Go over to GettinSaltyApparel.com for it. Thank you to everyone who hit us up in the super chat. Never ceases to amaze me how generous and kind our sponsors are. That's our audience. And we appreciate you guys for that. Gettin Salty fans on Facebook, guys. We are a community over 30-something thousand strong. And I'm sitting there approving people every freaking day. It is unbelievable. It's become a firewire for the globe. So we've got a lot of people from all over the world on there. Check it out. It's very, very cool. Getting Salty ads at gmail.com. If you guys want to advertise with the show, I don't know, maybe Eckert Fire Training Center wants to advertise with the show. We don't ever know. We never know. We'll see. Knows? We'll see. But this whole episode's been sort of a good advert for you. So that'll run. And then Getting Salty Experience at gmail.com for your questions for our Q&As. Guys, all your FDNY questions, firefighting questions, culture questions, all that stuff. Any questions you want, shoot them to us, right? I mean, guys, I think we need to expand. Maybe we go beyond the firefighting a little bit.
Shoot to Jay.
Whatever you want to ask, shoot it there. Guys, one last one. Coobs Podcast at gmail.com for our Cocklofts and Cocktail show, which we will be filming a bunch of in the coming weeks for the end of June when everyone's at trade shows and whatnot. We want helmet cam footage. It doesn't have to be yours. It could be something you saw on YouTube that is cool. Fire photos, family fire photos, father-son, father-daughter, kitchen tables, tattoos, mustaches, hottest old lady contest. Shoot them all there. And that is all the news that's been to print. There it is.
Great job. Awesome. I don't know who we got Monday. We got anybody Monday, Ruffy? What do we got?
I don't know.
I have to look at the calendar. I don't know.
Let me take a look.
All right.
Let's see if I go to the calendar. Stand by.
I think we pushed it to Tuesday. You were going to do. You were going to talk to Cap Murphy. I don't know.
Oh, no, I put them on for the end of June. So we got to come up with something for Monday. All right, we'll come up with something.
Yeah, we got something probably in the back.
Monday, I'm away.
Monday. Oh, so it's
for Tuesday.
So
Tuesday.
The show will be on Tuesday night, not Monday night.
Okay.
All right. Yep. All right.
Tuesday.
That's all I got. Bobby, again, awesome.
Guys, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you, bro.
I'm really humbled to be here, especially all the great guests you've had before me.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, man. You doing any other shows coming up?
Nah, this is it for as far as I know.
No, trade shows.
No, I can't make Harrisburg this year just because the test got too much going on. So you'll definitely see me at Wildwood.
Oh, all right. We'll see you there. And good luck on the test, bro. Knock it out of the park.
Yeah, man. Good luck, brother.
And do me a favor. Is that a Philadelphia Phillies hat?
It is.
Oh, no.
You could throw that right in the toilet. Thank you. And I appreciate it. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets, baby. They won today again. All right.
Oh, my
86 Mets were awesome. Who can deny it?
Yeah.
Dykstra, come on.
Yeah. All right.
I was just at Citi Field today. It's my favorite. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. All right.
All
guys,
right.
we'll see you on Tuesday night. Once again, stay low and go.
All right, everybody. We'll see you at the big one.
Cheers, everybody.
Stay on.